Just what we need on the 9th of December. A nice little snowstorm. It's coming down nice and soft now. It's supposed to get up to 6 inches. Ugh. Well, hello again. I want everyone to know that yours truly, me, I have screwed up. Yes, I did. I screwed up big time. And you know, it's interesting because I look back and I say, I don't think I could have done any better because I was so fixated on what I was doing. I mean, I was focused and fixated on something that did not exist. I don't think I could have done anything to pull away. It was still a mistake. It was, you know, this transformer has since been thrown away, by the way, by mistake. It was a good transformer. So let me tell you what's going on. It was pointed out in the comments by Back to the Future Radios, a guy by the name of Larry. And he asked the question, he says, on the extra transformer, are you sure you had the correct leads of the primary? Well, of course I did. I mean, they were the thicker ones and all that stuff. I said to myself, that's kind of interesting. Why would he even ask that question? Pretty clear. Look at the size of those wires. And I even opened up the transformer and showed how thick they were. So, let me show you what happens. This is the final check right here. I don't know if you should tape this. These are the power wires. Do it. Don't worry about it. How much does it cost for from the wall socket? 2 inches of tape. Hooked to the transformer right, with the gator wires. I got the variac is down, power's on. Oh, come on, guys, do me a favor and just don't go up like you were. Yeah, look at that. All right. Well, there's some kind of short down inside there. It's breaking down. Well, the reason I didn't get it was because I was contacted by Brendan. He read Back to the Future Radios, Larry's comment, and he contacted me and he said, he said, I should have noticed this myself. He said, these wires you have hooked up here for the primary, it's not the primary. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, they're the thicker wires, why would it not be the primary? These thicker wires are for the filament voltage, and they have to handle a lot of current. Because this transformer, it may not have come from a 4-tube radio. It may have come from a 6-tube or a 7-tube for all I know. Nobody said, but the seller had no idea where it came from. So yeah, the current going out to the tubes and the filaments, the wire would have had to have been thicker. What was I thinking? I couldn't understand why I didn't realize that. These black wires right here were the primary. And what was happening is I was feeding in that current in there and coming back out, and that old ammeter was just going like that, My fault. My bad, as they say. So I got up. I just got so stressed. I said, the heck with this, I'm going to throw it away, and we're going to build something else. Well, we're going to have to build it for sure. Here's a better shot of those black wires. Son of a gun. This would have been the primary. This would have been out to the filaments. Live and learn, guys. But even though it's snowing and I'm not too fond of it, it does make everything look really pretty. Look at that. It's almost like looking at one of those calendars, with the winter scenes. Just gorgeous out here. We've got about 2 inches right now, somewhere in that area. It's just so pretty. So, in accordance with the instructions on that video I put down below my last video, it was a YouTube short. Shows you how to build a voltage doubler using a couple of capacitors and a couple of diodes. I built one of these little babies here. And we're going to hook it up. And this, by the way, is from the center tap wire. And this is from the top wire on the schematic, which would be the good half of the transformer. I put our transformer all back together. I had it all apart. Anyway, let's see what happens when I hook up the rest of the wires. Well, we're doing okay so far. I'm getting 265 volts out of both sides of this, negative 265 and positive 265. Worked out real great. All right, here goes. Transformer's on. Variac is on. I tell you what, I'm monitoring the plate. That's pin 2 of the 6A7. That's the input tube here. The mixer tube and every other stupid thing. But right there, pin 2, the plate. Now, according to the tube specifications, that thing's only supposed to take no more than, like, what, 300 volts or something like that. But we're going to find out. Here we go. 360, that's supposed to be no more than 240. Well, at least we're getting some sound out of it. We did, huh? Let me see. Do I have the antenna connected? Turn the volume down here a little bit. Huh. Getting some noise. We're drawing a lot of amperage. 700 milliamps, over 700 milliamps. Strange, huh? I think we'll go ahead and shut that off for now. Well, that's what we got so far. Well, it's the next day, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's see how much snow we got last night. Holy mackerel. Still snowing. Very light snow. It's supposed to end here, hopefully in the next hour. I got my little ruler here. Let's see how much we got. That's not bad. Almost 8 inches. That's quite a bit of snow actually for Arkansas. Everything's shut down. No cars on the road, nothing. Won't be any mail today. You know, you got to understand down here in Arkansas, they get 1 inch of snow, they shut down the schools. Boy, well, there is a car, a Jeep, okay. Well, I'm going to have to just take a break from this radio for a while. Every time I turn around, something else is messed up. I never expected this capacitor to suddenly decide to blow up and make smoke. A ton of smoke came out from underneath the chassis. So, I don't know. I can't figure out what the problem is. But, you know, this radio is a minimum of 95 years old. So, there's no telling. I've looked through it and looked through it and looked at everything. Done everything I can. Yeah, I just don't want to mess with it any longer for a while. Should have been an easy fix. It's turning out to be possessed by the devil. So, until next time. This is John. Well, I'm happy to say it's been a week and all the snow is finally gone. It kind of hung on longer than usual this year. It was we had some really cold nights.